taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a win.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Got his man on the right. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. Illinois picked up the first down, now here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Arkin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The run to the right. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
A That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he got him, and that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Altmaier. Snagged out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Arkin. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came...
There he goes! He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
The sure hands. It's Johnson. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they're trying to throw the football and stay tight. I mean, if I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Oh, they're after him. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Cut there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Pocket breaking down. The short hands. It's gone. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
He's got his man, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Back open in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Panthers are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, finding Illini. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
He's going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 41-yard toss for 6. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Spits it out to the back. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois, and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier and taking that next step this year too to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, and not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, This offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. He'll try to tack on 1 more.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in.
He tries to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Holstein. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the center.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Punts it out of the air. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Clement. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's on target and complete. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Well, that ball landed incomplete. You saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. This time he's got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Gonna look downfield again. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is gonna win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. And the defense got him at the 27.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up the field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution in the option by this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Panthers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They drag him down behind the line. line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. To the air, it's Altmaier. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple of touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Going to the ground. Jukes his way for more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Drop play, quarterback keeps defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're..."
There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Illinois. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On the ground, it's Goff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Johnson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pitt! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Snagged in the middle, it's Arkin. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll pull it on the read. The offense avoid that disaster. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Here's a heat. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Or rather, under a gap. It's gone. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. The give to the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
They had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they